How can you have a greater impact at work? Well, I'm going to tell you how coming up right now. Welcome everyone, Michael Finley here again with another episode of Leadership Roll Call, where we give you tips, suggestions, and recommendations on how you can become a more effective leader. Our topic today is making an impact at work. I would like to hear what you've done to make an impact at work. What has been successful for you? Please put your comments below. There is a belief that if you want to make a bigger impact at work, you just work more hours. If I only had more time in the day, if I only had an extra hour or two per day to get this task done. There is a belief that if you have that more time, that you can contribute that time to have a bigger impact at work. But is that really the case? Studies show that if your work week exceeds 50 to 55 hours, that your cognitive reasoning, such as decision making and emotional intelligence, and in your engagement at work, that if you work more than 50 to 55 hours, all of those things actually decline. Yes, decline. So working extra hours does not necessarily mean you're going to have a bigger impact at work. So if longer hours are not the answer, then what is? Well, there's a few things. Number one is clarity. You have to be clear on what matters the most. Is it more sales? Is it bigger profits? You need to be able to understand what matters the most to you or your department or your company, and you need to be clear on what that is. Next, you need to focus on the desired outcome. What is this going to look like when it's completed? You need to focus on that desired outcome and then make a detailed plan on how to achieve that. What steps are you going to take to achieve this? Is there anything on your schedule right now that is getting in the way or making you not focus on this? So you need to look at your schedule to see, is there something I can get rid of to make sure I focus on the outcome? What steps do I need to take to make sure that I reach this outcome? So you need to focus on the outcome. And lastly, don't get hung up on quality. You've heard the quote, perfect is the enemy of good. Now we know that longer time does not increase the impact that you're going to have on this. And quality doesn't necessarily either. So don't get hung up on quality. George Patton, World War II general, had a famous quote and said, "A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan next week." Now, what he meant by that is it's better to get moving right now than to wait until everything is perfect. Your boss isn't really going to mind too much if your presentation has maybe a grammatical error in there, if you get the gist of what you're trying to do. So quality, now in some areas quality is important, but you need to look at what you're trying to accomplish and don't get hung up on making every step perfect to reach that goal, because the goal is the ultimate outcome. Focus on the goal. Now this does not mean that we should not strive for quality. What this means is we should only concentrate on quality when it makes a significant impact on what we're trying to achieve. So remember, if you want to make an impact at work, have clarity about what you're trying to achieve. Focus on the desired outcome. And don't get hung up on quality. Act now. Do it now. I hope this brief overview was beneficial to you. If you have a comment about this topic or any topic that you would like to see in the future, please put it in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Until next time, good luck with making an impact at work.